Oh boy. Look at that number. Yeah, if anyone's here for Monster Hunter, that's gonna be a day or two. I have to readjust my I need to readjust my schedule now around the fact that the patch is out. But we're not done Monster Hunter 1 yet. I know I played Maple's Story yesterday. After beating Monoblos. I just needed a day or two away from Monster Hunter 1. It's like, oh yeah, first of all, I gotta put a monk. Because you can't. Oh no, I might not be able to gain access to extreme mode. Guess we'll find out in a minute. I've not been keeping up with my gear sets and my gears and equipment as of late. I'm gonna assume. Azahan's probably where the story's taking me. Oh, okay. Where is it? There it is. When one door closes. Oh. Ronald, one of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Baldessian request your presence in Charlian. Earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service. But it is you alone that they require. If you've no pressing business, pray make your way to the Baldessian Annex at once. Oh, Ojika awaits your arrival. In the meantime, I shall continue showing. Oh, there he is, Azdaja. The city, from notable landmarks to the people's lives, there is still much and more courtesy. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. That's good to know. I kind of forgot we did that. That we, You actually see Azuga, flying right next to him and something. Sure. Wait a sec, what was that? What is this? Oh, that's the Grand Endeavors, I think. Like... Hang on a sec. A warm and hearty welcome to you, Ronald. I gather you received our messages? Please wait here while I fetch Cryo and Graha. Yay! Coffee! Big cup. Big cup, big cup. Mmm. Mmm. It's not every day you see her. It's not all the time you see her hood down. Thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending for you so soon after your trials in the void. To say nothing of your grueling battle against it. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Vale. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. Hmm? I imagine you are as surprised as we are given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom he wishes Ronald to meet. Okay. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the stadium. Shall we look for him there? Oh, wait. I'm treating the controls like I've been playing, Monster Hunter 1. That's not how the camera works in it here. I can safely rotate the camera with the stick. Sorry. That's the coffee. And where is Aaron? I have a feeling I know how this is gonna go. I saw the live letter and keynotes from FanFest with my FC. I kind of know how this is probably gonna run, but our special guests that we're probably gonna see in a bit, they're probably here for a trial, and that is the trial that they've been showing off, which is Hasura. Hey, it's our favorite chocolate bunny.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
The New World.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
I like the fact that the sun has come out suddenly.
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Well, it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
No, she's right there.
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is her. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Hi.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain she's no ordinary woman. I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Hey.
Tuli Yolol.
It's
She's
Tural's
wearing the
governing
earring.
nation. The capital
The
bears
one
the
she
same
got
name.
in the letter.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
And by the way, yes, female Hawkguards are coming. If you didn't watch the keynote, if you've been wondering
Given the magnitude
questions,
of the
yep.
request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The rite of succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate, and I have every intention of winning.
Words. Nice hammer.
I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Oh,
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down. Wuklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Mamult?
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father.
What?
By blood, obviously. But he
Oh.
raised me as his own,
Okay.
and that's what matters.
I was gonna be like, wait, what?
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. but in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I
God.
can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. Now, this is only a rumor,
Start rumors.
but apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valiarmanda.
Valiarmanda.
Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
I do like giant monsters. I've heard about it before. I have actually heard about it.
So the tales have reached even these shores.
Mhm.
Can't help but feel proud.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
It is true.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Oh. Ooh.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If
Exactly.
I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Golden City. The game is afoot. The chance to see not only Thrall, but fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mine. There's still a great deal we don't know. We do not know. So let us begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. I'm certain what might be a suitable location for a hunt, however. I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for a hunt, however. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Man. They went there not long ago and called some unruly fauna. Of course. But according to recent reports, other ordinary docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might be answer the petition. The owl isn't far, and we would also be helping those in need. Music works for me. Just so you know, I honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts into all. Whatever this creature is, it better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have a chance to get acquainted. Or we provide ourselves capable and dependable companions. And when I touch see... apologies, I must see to some preparations. Pray, go on ahead to the aisle. I will join you as soon as possible. Huh? If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship basis, it should be a secure vessel. Where is it? Oh. So yeah, this patch is supposed to bring everything together at last. Like, it's supposed to bring together the whole... Like, part 1 of 6.5 dealt with finally defeating Zeromus and securing the 13th... the void in 13th shard. This is part 2 is supposed to ease you into what you're gonna be expecting, kinda, in the, expansion coming. Whoa! A solo instance? So we have to take a ship. I've already set on foot, Andrea. I suppose it's for a good cause. Alright! Come on, let's get going. Oh, cutscenes for playing sequences. Okay. We need 6. Oh, never mind. Oh, okay, it's 6 us down to 660 if you're above it.
From
Why
here,
don't we
must
back
walk.
up?
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural. Ooh, a white bear. I wonder what it tastes like.
Oh, goodness.
Remember, We're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know. I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
Oh, they're letting people in, I guess, now, down there. I mean, what it's meant to be used for is completely, like,
This brother of yours,
not needed to
he
know.
has been to Charlian.
He has. Kona's my second older brother. And until recently, he was a student in the city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studio.
He went to the studio. Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Charlian to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see. One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
Mm-hmm.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
The researchers should be up ahead. Okay. Alright.
The researchers should be just ahead. There. The building to the northeast.
And I got a couple of 660 pieces of gear.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Why?
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try.
Whoa! Yep, she's a warrior.
Right. Hunt our kill.
I will admit, it's been a while since I've really actually played 14. Like, I didn't do that much for the patch this time. But I would like to come back full force and prep and be ready. My skills are rusty, I already know. But
Someone's in trouble.
Yeah. Taste my ass.
These animals are usually so docile.
Could it be due to the guy, the ether here, changing? Thank goodness you came. You've come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition. Wait, aren't you? You are Ronald, the adventurer who saved our star. But that our meeting was under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I finally found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. One star grown strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. If you give me a moment, I can finish checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
The adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume. We most fortunate to have one of your considerable skills here to aid us. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst infected we've encountered thus far, so we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threat you find, and search for traces of the beast responsible for all this. You should find anything at all. We would be most grateful if you would share it with us. Of course.
I'll handle this.
What? What are you doing?
Is that all?
Oh.
Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
You find ravaged beast remains torn to shreds by sharp
These
talons.
claw marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
How large do you suppose it is? Am I supposed to be? Am I supposed to be looking? Besides feathers, eh? These are signs of a fierce struggle. Wait. Those look like
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
sad.
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You
Yeah.
presume it's even safe to eat?
Everything's safe to eat once you do it. Cook it, right? Let's go. That's the flying stench of
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
It's a trap!
Let's head back and report what we found.
You said the beast is close, even so we should speak with the researchers. Don't run off. Oh,
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
that's not the ones. That's the target.
Ah! What is that thing? It speaks?
Well, this is not what I signed up for.
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Waklamat.
I mean, I guess I'd be shocked too if it just suddenly that the giant bird suddenly spoke.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
It's mocking you.
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
A bird that mocked you. Oh, great. Now we got an enemy that will mock us.
Talk all you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you.
Ow!
Shut up already, you blasted bird!
Stop mocking it!
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Well, first time for everything. I bet you 10 to 1 it absorbed.
Quickly, gather together.
I think what happened was it.
I've got you.
That was too close.
Steady now.
I think I think what happened was it drank from the ether. The ether fought. Defeat the giant lobby. It's still got one more trick up its sleeve, most likely.
That was hardly a tickle.
Don't antagonize it.
Try this.
Oh, wow.
Let me do it.
So, are we getting those abilities at level 100?
Now, you loud bastard!
Whoa.
Throw everything you have up there.
There it is.
And I had barely limbered up.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Oh no.
Dirty tricks, dirty tricks.
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Leave this to me.
Oh! Here we go! What the? It's so weird.
Cryo!
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You just took it down with painting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamat. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
was amazing. The piece didn't stand a chance.
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Hydaelyn.
Yes.
Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar rather than join you.
Let's not forget that you are also a conduit for Hydaelyn, able to guide us the entire expansion.
It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
Oh my god.
With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm,
Whoa.
Pictomancy.
The fact that they used realm for the name, that the source of Pictomancy comes from realm, which is a Final Fantasy VI character that was mastery in using the power of Pictomancy. Her abilities sketched allowed her to copy an enemy and then against them. Oh, that's so
As I
crazy.
recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style.
Okay.
What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuliolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf, and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tuliolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, he would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation.
So it is legit. It was
seems
just
my grandfather indeed
somebody
had
else
dealings
wrote
with
the
Tuli
letter,
Lal.
and then he signed on it. Mhm. He signed his name afterwards.
I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
What?
We're eating that.
I'd be concerned, considering we don't exactly know what's running through that thing's body right now. With the wildlife pacified and the researcher safe, our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the meat. For better or for worse. There's only one place we can take it. Take it to here in Charlian. The last stand. Come on, let's see what Dickon can cook up for us. Wait, where did this lead? Oh, the ether thought. I had a feeling. Because the ether thought was a dungeon that we did. In order to get to, because we needed access to that, ether. But then we ran into Cagnazzo at the end of the dungeon. That was a little, yeah. Because it managed to made its way out. Oh, now. There's a famished face, if I've ever seen one. Think they get you. Oh, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me. I have just the recipe. The new dish I recently learned from some sailors, and for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like, you hear? Yeah.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together.
My God.
I'd heard that Charlian cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
Oh, you have to put it in two separate.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
Yeah, but I bet it's not as spicy as what you guys have. Yep. We have the more spicy stuff.
According to Dickon, Intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveler ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice. So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Sharlayan.
Mm. That's right.
It's nothing I can't handle.
That's not gonna help. It's still gonna burn your
Your
throat.
boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
Oh, please.
I swear,
Where are
sometimes
the
it feels
Rorzia?
like you open your mouth only to criticize.
I like family.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
They're like family.
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
Sure. Sure she is.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Taral. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless
Interrogations.
Well, if he's
Oops.
going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead.
Jeez, look at her plate. We've barely eaten ours. Well, Krauss ate most of hers, I think. We've barely touched ours. Graha and Arabia. She's already ate 6. Stop. I mean, there's still plenty, but still. Is that a burrito in the back? Is that a burrito? You got burritos? Why can't we make burritos?
Since ancient times,
Yeah,
many
I hope
peoples
Dawn
have
Trail
built
allows
Taral
us to
home,
make
and they've
like
been fighting each other for
nachos,
nearly as long.
tacos, burritos, and such.
The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace.
Good now, right?
But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half.
Ah.
Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Taral. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war.
So this isn't... Okay, so, it's like everyone can rule, but they're trying to make sure at least the one bad person that could really screw everything else does not get control. So it's like, I think what it is they won't care who's ruler as long as that one person does not get the throne.
I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies.
Ah.
That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal?
Sure. I mean, like we just said, the reason we're doing
You
this is
don't
to make
need to
sure
decide right this moment.
we're trying to make sure that one person does not win the whole thing. Because if they do, it'll be bad.
But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
So I guess female Hofgars have bottomless appetites? It's just bottomless? Has the makings of a war, I couldn't say it, but I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think of it. This past time I reported our mission's success to the guild ship. I would have done it so serious that their highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come by the annex later.